Hello everyone, welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga for this somatic yoga routine to release stress and tension. We'll begin this one lying down on the back. Bend your knees and rest one hand on your belly and the other hand on your heart. Step your feet out wide toward the edges of your mat and rest your knees together at the center. This session is specifically designed to reduce cortisol and other stress hormones, helping your body come into balance with gentle stretches and intuitive movement. Settling in now, take a moment to feel the support of the floor beneath you. Let your pelvis be heavy, and let your shoulders soften. Notice the movement of your breath under your hands. With each exhale, feel your body settling a little more, allowing your back to widen and your weight to release downward. We'll stay here for a few breaths, giving your system time to arrive, settle, and begin to release tension. Take one more breath, this time into the center of your chest, and exhale as you open your arms out into a T, coming into windshield wipers, keeping the feet in this wide position. Let both knees come toward the right, and bring them back up to center and over to the left. Slowly repeat, knees to the right, and this time turn your head away from your knees, back to center and to the left. Head turns away to the right. Take it one more time to each side, moving slowly and gently, bringing awareness into your hips and the center of your pelvis. When your knees come back to center, slowly draw them in toward your chest and clasp your fingers around the outside of your knees. Lift your head and bring your forehead towards your knees and squeeze for a moment. Then release your head back down and let your feet find the ground now hip width apart. Lengthen your lower back near the floor. Slowly begin to lift your hips off the floor into bridge. Press into your feet to lift your hips high, and slowly lower your hips back down to the floor. We'll do this a couple more times. Inhale as you lift your hips, and exhale to lower them back down. One more time. Inhale up, slowly exhale down. We're going to continue this and add on with the arm movement. So lifting your hips, let your arms come over your head and rest on the floor. And slowly lower your hips and release your arms back to your sides. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up, hips high. Exhale to your starting position. Last time, can you soften your flow as you inhale and lift up? And softly exhale back down. Take a gentle breath in now. And as you breathe out, draw your knees in toward your chest. Once again, hug your knees and lift your forehead towards your knees, squeezing into a ball. From here, reach down and hold your feet for happy baby. Lift the feet up to the sky, rest your head back down, and gently draw down on the legs. If it feels good, you might bring some movement into this, rocking side to side. Whatever feels good in your body right now as you gently rest in happy baby. When you're ready, release your legs and bring your feet to the floor. Gently roll over onto one side and slowly make your way up to a seated cross-legged position. Option to sit on a cushion as you lift your spine up tall. Now lift your arms and inhale a deep breath. As you exhale, take an easy side bend, reach up and over. With your inhale, come right back up to center and over to the other side as you breathe out. Good. Now inhale back up to center, and we'll twist on the exhale, taking one hand to the outside of the opposite knee, the other hand on the floor behind you. Inhale, face forward, reach up. Exhale to the other side. And that's our 4-part seated somatic flow, which we'll repeat a couple more times. Inhale up and the side bend as you exhale. Inhale to center, reach up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lengthen up and twist as you exhale. Inhale back to center, reach up and twist as you exhale to the other side. Inhale forward for a final round of this seated flow to the side with your exhale, and see how gently and softly you can move as you inhale up and softly stretch to the other side. Gliding up to center and gently twisting to your first side. Inhale gently, return to center, and exhale to the second side. Release with another breath in, reach up, and exhale, arms back down to your sides. Here comes one of my favorite things to do. Open your arms wide, turn your palms up, and inhale, gazing up. With your exhale, hug yourself. Wrap your arms around the back of your shoulders, tuck your chin, and round your back a little. We'll do this a few more times because it's such a nurturing way to give yourself love. Open your chest, and with your exhale, rounding and hugging. Inhale, open it out. A little bend in the elbows can help your shoulder blades slide down, and then wrapping around yourself. One more time, deep breath in, shoulders back and down. Exhale, curling into yourself, hugging your heart. And slowly release this embrace and make your way to hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we're going to come into somatic barrel rolls. This movement focuses on the ribs. So take your ribs to your right and then round them up to the left and down. Going one more time in this direction, all the way around, and then switching directions, ribs to the left and up, to the right and down, and one more time around. Good, and now we'll go back to the first direction and add the head movement. When the ribs go right, the head goes left, and the head keeps being opposite the ribs all the way around. Keep going around in this direction, taking your time and feeling this full spinal movement. One more full rotation. Change directions when you're ready. Ribs rolling all the way around, head rolling all the way around. Each part of the body finding its own rhythm, unlocking tension throughout your torso, energy moving through your spine, neck, shoulders, hips. One more time around now. Now we'll return to a centered position and round the spine. Bring your hips back to your feet in child's pose. Rest your chest over your legs. Rest your forehead on the floor. And give yourself a full minute of stillness, integrating all the movements that the body has done so far in this practice. And within this stillness, sensing the flow of energy that continues to move within you. Take a breath into the back of your body. As you exhale, come up to hands and knees and take it into puppy pose, arms out in front, keeping your hips above your heels, soften down through your heart, getting a nice stretch in the shoulders as you breathe out. Rest your elbows and forearms on the floor and gently come forward to Sphinx. Rest your hips down, lift your chest, open your heart forward, draw your shoulders back, and take a deep breath into your chest. And come down with your exhale, placing your hands under your shoulders to lift into Cobra. Inhale as you rise, and exhale as you roll back down. 2 more. Inhale up, open your chest. Exhale down, forehead touches the floor. 1 last time, and slowly rest back down. Now prop yourself on your elbows again, just like we were in Sphinx, but we're going to turn the left palm toward the right and reach the right hand back to hold the right foot, coming into a quad stretch. Drawing your foot in toward your bum as you root down into your left forearm and lift your chest forward. You might stay here or take the next step to roll onto the outside of your left hip into a side one-legged bow. Finding a bit more back bend if it feels good to kick your foot into your hand and draw your knee toward your back body. Inhale and expand your chest. And as you exhale, slowly release your foot. Pause and reset here. And change to the second side. Bend your other leg, reach back and hold the foot and draw it in toward your bum. Lift your chest. Root down into your right forearm. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, choose to stay here or roll onto the outside of the right hip. Press the knee back, kick the foot into your hand. Open your chest and take a deep breath into your heart. And with your exhale, come back down to the center, onto your belly, and continue all the way onto your back. Settling into a position with your knees hugging in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs, interlace your fingers, and pause here in this upside down child's pose for a few precious moments of stillness, feeling your arrival onto your back again. Take a deep breath. And exhale, let your feet come to the floor. And place your right ankle over your left knee for figure 4. Draw the legs in. You can choose whether to clasp around the back of your left thigh or in front of your left shin. Either way, finding the stretch in the outer right hip, the right buttock, and all the muscles that are underneath this important part of the hips. As you gently draw this leg toward you, breathing a little more softness into your hips. And now we'll bring it into an upside down shoelace by crossing the knees over each other. And now reach opposite hand to foot and gently use your hands to draw the feet toward your shoulders, feeling the stretch in a different way, but the same area in the outer hips. Take a deep breath. and soften as you exhale. And now a spinal twist. Wrap your legs together and take them to the left. And we'll take a few moments to just settle into this twist. Spreading the arms out in a T, broadening the upper back against the floor. Inhale, extend back through your right fingertips. And exhale, lift the arm up next to your head. Cross the arm over your face and come into a curled up position on your side. And reversing right arm back up and out to the side. This is our rainbow twist movement, which we'll do a couple more times. Nice and slow, feeling into the shoulder. One last time. Curl up on the side and then open back out. And slowly release the pose. Bring your knees back to center. Untwist the legs and straighten out your hips and shoulders on the mat. Place your left ankle on your right knee and find figure 4 on this second side, clasping around the right leg in whatever way feels right. And draw the legs in toward you to feel this stretch in the outer left hip now. And as you breathe into what you feel in your hip, acknowledging what might feel stuck or difficult to release, and just breathe into it gently, and letting each breath be an invitation to soften, to bring more ease and more space. And now we'll begin to bring it into our upside down shoelace, knees crossing closer together, hand to opposite foot on each side, gently drawing the feet back toward your shoulders, and noticing how this release feels different in the hips. Breathing into what you feel. And slowly now coming into our twisted roots, wrapping the legs together, letting them fall to the right, and widening the upper back against the floor, reaching the arms out to either side. Take a full breath in and a full exhale. Let your left arm come up next to your head and gently cross it over your face, rounding into a ball on your right side. And open it back up and out to where you began. Taking it 2 more times through this circle. Inhaling as you open out. Exhaling as you round. Open it back out and slowly draw your knees back up to the center. Straighten your body out, lining up hips and shoulders on your mat, and draw your legs in. We're going to take it into another round of happy baby pose, noticing what's different. And now press your right heel into your hand, extending through your right leg as much as your leg wants to extend. And then do the same thing on the left. And keep alternating side to side. Extend the right. And again through the left. And now extend both legs. And enjoy this extended happy baby pose. And if it feels good, you can consider rolling around side to side, massaging your back body and your hips. And once you feel fully satisfied with this shape, go ahead and release your legs. Place your feet together and come to reclined butterfly, knees open wide, feet on the floor. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Let your body come to stillness now. There's nothing more to shift or adjust. Just rest, breathe, and receive. When you're ready, gently start to stretch out your arms and legs into a star. Spread your whole body out on the floor and inhale. And as you exhale, roll onto one side and slowly press up into a comfortable seat, crossing your legs. Sitting tall, place your palms together in front of your heart, chanting the sacred sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Pause and feel the reverberation. And that closes this somatic yoga practice. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself for taking this time of self-care today. Thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga today on location in Yosemite Valley on the beautiful banks of the Merced River. Be sure to move slowly and gently into the next part of your day. I look forward to reading your comments below, and I look forward to the next time we practice together. Namaste.